until 3 o'clock. And the sooner we start, the sooner you learn, and the sooner you go, and before you go, you buy the books, and of course enjoy your high tea. So in order to enjoy your high tea and the books, I think we should start by observing. We'd like to stand up and observe 1 minute silence for the genocide in Gaza. There is nothing much we can do, but at least we can do that. With hope and prayer that the world becomes a better place. With that, let me welcome you all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and even children. Young people are here. And it's a pleasure to see, I'm sure that more will come, but it's a pleasure to see you all. And it's an honor for me to be hosting this book launch of Saad Sitte Sultan. It is said that pen is mightier than the sword, and yet it is the pen which has created the sword. And we are here to discuss the critiques of the book, the subject of the book, and I hope that in this world of polarization and war and all the bad things that are happening, you will leave as somebody who has appreciated the touch of literature, which brings us to question a number of things about ourselves, about the society we live in. And we are very fortunate to have a very distinguished panel of guests with us, literally highly academic cream of Pakistan, and as well as somebody who has devoted his entire life to human rights. And the reason that we are going to be talking about human rights is because this book also raises certain questions about us who are educated, people who are think that we are liberated, the way we treat others, how we treat others. Is this something that we do out of habit, or is it something that can be stopped, or at least question yourself? So that's the idea. Now, what is the double crescent sword? Well, if you look about it, the latecomers, thank you, please come. And there's a big bouquet of flowers, and that's not for me, I have to say. Actually, I should introduce myself. Initially, some of you may know me and some of you don't. My name is Barrister Maqsooma Bokhari, and I'm a barrister by profession, but I have inherited, I like to think that I have inherited some taste of literature from my parents. So, Saad is somebody you know as a family member, as a friend, as a son of the renowned lawyer Khaja Haris Sahab. He is the grandson of Khaja Sultan Ahmad and great-grandson of Barrister Khaja Firozuddin. His great-uncle was also the composer, the famous composer of Pakistan, the pride of Pakistan, Khaja Khurshid Ahmad. And his sire is also a writer, Khaja Waqas. But we are not here for that. We're not here for me. As much as I have to stand here and talk about myself, we're not here for anything. We are here for Saad. Saad as a writer. And Saad is not just a writer, he's also a poet. Some of you may know that he has staged, produced, directed 2 plays already in Lahore. And I will go more into his introduction. But let me just say something about the Double Crescent sword. Well, if you look at it from a life point of view, everything has a double edge. There is sadness, and then there is happiness. there are tears, and there is joy. And where there is darkness, there is light. And that is the double-edged sword. It's a story, a tale. And the story, remember, is something which is the most ancient form of literature. I was reading somewhere that apparently 30,000 BC, men and women, and I don't like just to use the word men and women started painting on the walls to tell the stories. And then, as we progressed, there came the folk tales. Then there came the old wives' tale. I don't know why you call them old wives' tale. I'm sure there were girls as well who told the tales, but I don't know why. But maybe it's a misogynist thing, I don't know why. But then you have people like Chaucer telling the tale of Canterbury Tales. And you see all kind of characters traveling in a caravan and telling tales. The tales which make us question, which touch the heart of a human being. मेरा ख्याल है कि in order to be a human being, one needs to have a heart. And the title of Ashraf al-Makhluqat that we are so proud to use is not for all human beings. I think those people who are sensitive, who have a heart, can feel the literature. Anyway, that's enough of my narrative. I have with me, to start off with, a very distinguished guest. And let me introduce you to him. And I will introduce you to him by reading, because I think you should all know exactly who I am inviting. So the first guest we have is Dr. Shafat Yar Khan. He is a retired professor of English from Higher Education Department in Punjab, government in 2020. He then served as the head of the School of English at Minhaj University, Lahore, and then he joined Central Punjab, University of Central Punjab, we often know as UCP, in 2022. He is currently the associate professor of English at UCP. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children, please welcome very warmly Dr. Shafat Yar Khan, who will be discussing more in depth than I have. I can, but I think it's just a little bit.